your new boyfriend is starting to get serious.
Oh, he's a dreamboat, all right. Big and strong and handsome. Why, when he looks into my eyes, sister, I flip.
Every time I meet him, he's so polite. He seems like a perfect gentleman.
He is so far. Darn it.
Uh-oh, that's Montgomery coming home. I can't wait to tell him the news.
You tell him alone, Maggie. I'm too shy.
All right, sister.
Why do you want me to sit down, Maggie Bell?
Montgomery, I have something to tell you.
Yes, go on.
Montgomery, it looks like very soon now we may have a new member of the family.
Maggie Bell, you don't mean to tell me. Why, this is wonderful. After all these years.
But Montgomery...
Here, sit down, Maggie, darling. You shouldn't be standing up at a time like this. Let me make you comfortable here. I'll be right back.
Montgomery, I was just going to tell you.
Here, I brought you some pickles and strawberry ice cream. I know you must be hungry. Put your feet up on this. Oh, how are you comfortable? Here, I'll get you some pillows. Stand up a minute, Maggie, dear. Oh, I can just see him now. A sweet little fella. About 7 pounds with cute little dimples.
Well, no, Montgomery. He weighs about 170 pounds and has a mustache.
What? Listen, I don't know much about it, but I know they don't come that way.
Montgomery, I'm talking about Sister Sue's new boyfriend.
You were talking about what?
Her new boyfriend. Looks like the real thing, Montgomery.
Well, for heaven's sakes, I thought, here, let me sit down here. Wow. So Susan's got a boyfriend, eh? Well, what do you know? What's the old goat's name?
He's not an old goat, Montgomery. His name is Charles Blockwell, and you'll meet him tonight. He's coming over when he gets out of the precinct.
Well, I guess, what kind of a sink is he getting out of there?
The 23rd precinct. He's a police captain.
A police captain? How you like that? I never thought I'd wind up being a blood relative to a patrol wagon. This stuff is good. Why don't you have this more often?
So, Sister Sue's sweet on the police captain, eh, Colonel?
Yeah, Calvin, she sure is. Hey, what in the world are you doing there, son?
Well, I'm too embarrassed to take my long underwear down to the laundromat. I don't like my unmentionables being churned around in full view of the opposite sex.
Calvin, I admire your sense of Southern propriety.
These are drip dry. I just put them in here and turn on the shower. Colonel, I can't understand the police captain falling for your sister-in-law. You wouldn't think they'd let him on the police force with a stigmatism that bad.
He's no bargain himself, Calvin. I met him last night. When he squints at you through those bushy eyebrows, you don't know whether he's sizing you up as a future brother-in-law or trying to remember your face from the lineup that morning.
I guess Maggie Bell's pretty happy about the situation, huh?
Yeah, she's having a little dinner party for the captain tonight. I talked her into inviting you too, Calvin, so I want you to be there.
Well, what do you want me up there for?
Well, I figured that you and me could gang up on the gangbuster. Drop a few gentle hints into the conversation about what a wonderful wife my sister-in-law would make.
Uh-oh, looks like I forgot to release the safety valve. On to see a matrimony, you figure you found the right tugboat for the old scow, huh?
Well, I don't look at this fella so much as a brother-in-law as I do a sister-in-law disposal unit. That must be Calvin now. Come on in, boy. Well, doesn't he look nice, Maggie Bell, all dressed up in his tuxedo?
Well, I'll I'll have to admit, Calvin, for once in your life, you look respectable. Now, listen. I don't want any nonsense tonight. Nobody's to spoil Sister's chances of getting married.
Don't worry, everything's gonna be all right. By the way, where is the old...
Hello, everybody. I'm all dressed. How do I look?
Well, how did do? You know, Mrs. Culpepper, with all those flowers, you look like a hibiscus bush that got up and started to wobble.
Calvin Burnside, in about 2 seconds, I'm liable to forget my southern refinement and gentility and smack you right in the kessa.
Now, everybody. No fights. I want everything to be perfect and... That must be Captain Blockwell. I'll answer it. Come in, Captain. We've been waiting for you.
Good evening, Susan. You're looking your usual lovely self tonight.
Oh, Chuck, you're working?
Listen to her, will you? I thought at her age that kind of reaction was dead. It was like seeing an old telephone pole break out in buds.
Captain, you know my husband, Montgomery.
How are you tonight, Captain? Any flatfoot that's a friend of my sister-in-law is a friend of mine.
How are you, Claxon?
And this is my husband's associate, Mr. Calvin Burnside.
Glad to meet you, Burnside.
Likewise, your police ship.
Say, Burnside, excuse me for staring, but your face looks familiar.
Well, now that you mention it, it's familiar to me, too.
Ever worked for the government, Burnside?
The government?
Somehow I associate your face with the post office.
Dinner is served. Come on, gentlemen, let's go in. Wow.
That was a lovely dinner, Susan. A lovely dinner.
Oh, thank you, Chucky.
Yeah, Sister Sue cooked it with her own little hands. She's a great little homebody. She irons a nice shirt, too, Captain.
Well, now, I'll take care of the dishes. Sister, you and Charles can go in the living room.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll go in the living room with you folks. Oh, my shin. Maybe I better stay in here.
Yeah, Colonel, you stay in here and I'll go in the living room. Ouch! Ouch! Say, Maggie Bell, you don't have a jackass under the table here, do you? Something's been kicking us in the shins.
Calvin, don't you think you better help with the dishes, too?
Oh, ow! Oh, yeah, I got you.
Will you escort me to the living room, Charles?
Come along, Susan. I want to tell you about the new car I just bought. I'm picking it up tomorrow. I'll bring it over and show you.
Oh, dear, I'm so nervous. I hope the captain's in a romantic mood tonight.
Well, there's nothing like giving Cupid an assist from the outfield. I think I'll go down in the basement and blow all the fuses in the living room.
You know, Calvin, it seems strange sitting across the table from you without giving you a manicure.
Yeah, when they served the soup, I expected you to dunk my pinkies into minestrone.
I just think it's so romantic. Colonel Claxon's sister-in-law engaged to be married to that police captain.
You know, they met at a drugstore. He was buying some corn plaster, and she was buying some elastic stockings. So actually, it was his bunions and her very close veins that brought them together.
Calvin, your necktie.
Oh, yeah. I'm glad I wore this color tie. It goes real good with the meat sauce.
No, Calvin, you're another no coward.
I'll say I am. Who is he?
I just hope the Colonel doesn't do anything to spoil Sister Sue's romance this time.
Well, he better not. Because if he does, Maggie Bell said she'd be through with him for life.
No fooling.
He won't be happy till Sister Sue and the police captain come out of the church and pass beneath the arch or cross nightsticks, with the handcuffs jingling, here comes the bride.
Darby, that's a birthday.
Oh, really? Well, I'm going to stay with it. This is lots better than those cheap cigars I've been smoking.
Well, there's the automobile, folks. Isn't she a beauty?
Oh, Chucky, I don't think I've ever seen a more beautiful car in my life. It'll be wonderful for our honeymoon.
Yes, and just think, it's only a week off.
It's beautiful, Captain Blockwell. Just beautiful. It's the most wonderful shade of green.
Look inside here, folks. Just look at this dashboard.
Chucky, what a lot of buttons.
Yes, I've got all my police equipment in here. Two-way radio, switch for the siren, special lights. Quite a few buttons on the dashboard, all right.
I think it's wonderful, you and Sister driving to Niagara Falls in this beautiful brand new car.
Oh, I'm so excited. Won't you come in, Chucky, and we'll have some tea?
Fine.
You think the car's all right here on the street? Shouldn't you lock it?
No, it's all right. No one bothers a policeman's car.
Tell you what, Calvin, I'll let you off at my house. Then it won't be such a long walk for you.
Say, you got your old car fixed up, huh? It's not running bad.
Yeah, running pretty good. But the brakes aren't too good. Here's my apartment house now.
Yeah, well, there's a nice parking place.
Where?
Right between that green sedan and that delivery truck.
Oh, yeah. Let me stop the car here.
You only missed it a half a block.
Yeah, these brakes are pretty bad. I'll try backing up and use the emergency brake this time.
You think you can back in there? There's not too much space.
Get out of the car and guide me in, will you, Calvin?
Okay, Colonel.
All set, Calvin?
Yep. Come on back. Come on back. Come on back. Whoa! All right, cut your wheels and go forward. Whoa!
Calvin, do you suppose you could get the whoa a little ahead of the impact?
Okay, come on back. Come on back. Come on back. Whoa! Doesn't seem to work that way either.
Look and see if my back bumper is locked with that green car now.
It's locked, all right.
I'll pull up a little. Is this bumper clear?
Yeah, clear off the car.
I think if I back up now, that'll do the job.
Okay, come on back. Come on back. Whoa! We came out together on that one.
Did I do any damage to that car?
Oh, nothing that 3 weeks in the body shop wouldn't cure.
Oh, me, look at that mess. And I don't even have calamity insurance.
Yeah, you must have done about $200 damage to that car.
Listen, Calvin, I got to get out of here. You take my car and drive it over to your place. Park it in the back someplace.
But, Colonel...
Listen, Calvin, get out of here like I tell you. Now get in there and drive it away. Oh, me. I better get up to my apartment before somebody sees me out here.
Is that you, Montgomery?
Yes, honey, I'm home.
Come in the living room, Montgomery. Captain Blockwell is here.
Well, Claxon, how are you?
Oh, I am fine, future brother-in-law, dear.
I'm glad you're home, Montgomery. We're going to have dinner, and then Captain Blackwell's going to take us all for a ride.
A ride?
Yes. He has his new car with him. He parked it out in front of the apartment.
That's a bad cough you've got there, Claxon.
Oh, it's nothing. You say your car is out in front of the apartment?
Yes, it's a big green sedan. I don't see how you could have missed it.
I didn't. I mean,
Come along, Chucky. You can help me brew another pot of tea. You might as well get used to it.
This is awful. Wait till they find out I busted up the captain's car. Hey, wait a minute. How are they gonna know it was me? They can't trace it to me. Oh, yeah, I'm in the clear. They'll never find out. Lucky Calvin got my car out of there. Yeah?
My name is Dobson. I live across the street.
Yeah.
I've tried every apartment in the building. I'm looking for the owner of a new green sedan that's parked out in front.
You were looking for the owner?
Yes. I've got a little bad news for him. Car's been banged up by a hit-and-run driver.
You don't mean to tell me. Now, isn't that a shame?
Yes, but I saw the other car leave. You see, I got its license number. Say, you ought to do something about that cough.
Never mind about that. This is the right place. Just give me that license number.
Oh, well, I don't have it. You see what I did? I wrote the number on a piece of paper, and I just slipped it in the glove compartment of the green car.
Well, now, wasn't that nice of you?
Yes, wasn't it? I was trying to be neighborly. See, I saw the thing with my own eyes. I saw it. I was watching it. I saw it.
Oh, you did? Well, I'll fix that. Well, you've been very neighborly. Now get out of here.
Get out? Well, that's a peculiar way to act.
Listen, Nosy, beat it before I bust you right in the mouth. You got the license number. What am I going to do now? Everything's ruined. The marriage, everything.
Montgomery!
I'm out here, Maggie Bell.
Who is that at the door, Montgomery?
Nobody, Maggie Bell. Listen, I'll see you later. I'm going out.
But Montgomery, Sister Sue and the captain made some more tea. It's going to get cold.
Never mind the tea. Just keep the gas on for me till I get back. Obviously, there's only one thing for a man in my position to do. The only trouble is, I don't know what it is. I better consult my lawyer, Judge Oliver Wendell Clutch. I wonder where that good judge could be right now. Why, Oliver, it's you. What are you doing in those dark glasses?
Well, it's against the Bar Association to advertise. I wouldn't want to be embarrassed in case Chief Justice Warren were in the neighborhood.
Listen, Judge, I have to talk to you. I'm in terrible trouble. I banged up my future brother-in-law's new car. I thought I was in the clear, but some stupid neighbor got my license number. Now, in about a half hour, Maggie Bell and Sister Sue and that police captain are going to go for a ride in the captain's car. And that's where the number is, in the glove compartment of that car.
Well, if that's all they have on you, the thing to do is extirpate the incriminating evidence from the vehicular depository.
I beg your pardon?
Swipe it out of the glove compartment.
Oh, yeah. I still have a half hour. I'll see you later, Judge.
Very well, Colonel.
Why, Judge, you got another advertisement on the back.
Oh, yes. And the way my legal career is going, I'm making more money with my back than my front.
Hurry up, Calvin. They'll finish their tea any minute now.
I don't like this busting into a police captain's car. If a fella got caught at this, it might give him a bad character reference.
Listen, Calvin, all you have to do is to stand here while I get the paper out of the glove compartment. Boy, look at that dashboard. I can't even find the glove compartment. Here's a likely-looking button.
Hey, Colonel, you turned on the red light. Turn it off quick. Uh-oh. Better get out of the car, Colonel. Somebody just come around the corner wearing a blue suit.
Who is it?
Well, it's either a policeman or the flattest-footed Air Force officer I ever saw.
Oh, it is a policeman. Now, just lean against the car here and act nonchalant. Well, Calvin, the market did pretty well today. The bears have been freezing out the bulls, and Amalgamated Consolidated has moved up to a new low.
All right, you two.
Yes, officer.
Whose car is this?
Calvin, he wants to know whose car this is.
What car?
What car, officer?
The car you're leaning on.
He means the car we're leaning on.
What does he want to know about it?
What do you want to know about it, officer?
Whose car is it?
Calvin, he wants to know whose car it is.
What car?
Hey, listen, what's going on here? Now, look at this car. It's all banged up. You guys are acting mighty suspicious.
Yes, well, you see, that's the trouble. You see, this is my new car, and the thing got banged up, and that's what we're upset about.
Oh, yes, yes. We're awful upset, officer.
Oh, well, that's a shame. You better go down to the precinct and make an accident report.
Yeah, that's what we intend to do. We're going down there and speak to our good friend, Captain Blockwell.
Oh, friends of Captain Blockwell, huh? Oh, I'm sorry I bothered you.
Oh, think nothing of it, officer. That's all right. Carry on and all that.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, good luck. There he goes. Quick now. Let's get in this car here.
How are you going to find out which button opens the glove compartment?
Calvin, there's only one thing to do. We've got to push every button on that dashboard. We're bound to hit it sooner or later. Let's get started here.
I can't understand where Montgomery is. We finished tea 15 minutes ago.
Yes. And he knows we all want to take a ride in the new car.
Well, that's all right. I'm content to just sit here and listen to the radio.
Oh, is there something special on, Captain?
Oh, no, I'm trying to get the police band tuned in.
Attention,
Ah,
all units.
there we are.
The polka dot
I'd like to
bandit has
check
been
up with the police
definitely
call.
identified as a man disguised as a
Well,
woman.
that sounds like one of our squad cars coming in now.
Colonel, I've been pressing on this button here, but nothing happened.
That's Calvin Burnside.
Bad enough we busted up Captain Blockwell's car. If he ever found out we broke into it, he'd never be sucker enough to take that old sister-in-law off our hands.
Well, tell me something, Colonel. What was the doctor's report on your condition after Sister Sue and Maggie Bell gave you that brass knuckle massage?
Oh, the physicians are quite optimistic. I was inclined to agree with them until these two friends of mine joined me this morning.
I know how you feel, Colonel. I wouldn't want to be an hors d'oeuvre at their cocktail party.